Tonight we have some technical difficulties here for the PowerPoint, and I'm mainly official engineering trainer for my company. And without the PowerPoint, I don't know what to say. But anyway, fortunately, I could look at it over here. Today, I'm going to talk about, actually, my series of the presentation is regarding the life of Prophet Muhammad. And that is one of the subjects we're going to talk about today is about the Battle of Badr. That's one of the important events of Islam. It happened. I want everybody to know about that when we study the Prophet's life, actually Prophet is the Quran in action and Quran in functionality, full functionality. When you learn about the Prophet's life, it makes it a lot easier to learn Quran. Actually, when I was studying this event of the Jang Badr, or event, the Battle of the Badr, many ayah of Quran directly related to this battle. So what happened was two years after the Hijrah, Prophet Muhammad found out that Abu Sufyan, of course, as you guys know, that when the Muslim was kicked out of the Medina, they took everything they had. The Quraysh, they just throw out of the Mecca and they took all their property, they took their whatever they have in their houses and so forth. 2 years after Hijrah, Abu Sufyan got 1,000 camels. He loaded with all the merchandise and he took it to Sham. Mainly every single person in the Mecca, they did have an asset in that caravan. So what happened was, that means whatever Abu Sufyan was taking to Sham to sell and buy some good to bring it back to Mecca, it was everyone in Mecca has an interest in it. And Prophet Muhammad found out about this caravan is going. This caravan had 1,000 camels. Only they had 40 people, 40 guards. 40 guards is nothing for 1,000 camels. So as the caravan passed on and went to Sham, on the way back, Prophet Muhammad got a group of people. I think it was 313, there is 317, back and forth. And they took these people, go back there and raid this caravan. So they take all of this stuff that they took away from him in Mecca to take it back. So as he moved on toward the road, actually whoever, because the Mecca was in the south and Sham was in the north, they had to pass by the side of Medina. And as they were going, the 73 people, that the 330 people, they came out, and Prophet Muhammad, after the people they count, they start evaluating who they are, talk to them and so forth. I believe there was 2 people, they were under ages 14. He had them to go back to say, you're not qualified to be in this. Of course, there were a lot of people and checking out to make sure this caravan going. Okay, now we got our technology. Okay, as you guys know, I'm sure most of you know about it. I'm going to talk the detail of this Jang Badr that happened on 624 AD. And this is a picture of the Badr. That's where the event happened. And as you see in here, that it happened between, they said 313 or 317 people, and non-Muslim were also, there were 1,000 for people. And only they had a few horses. I think they had only, they did not have any armor because they were going to raid the camel and they were going to raid the caravan. They didn't have to have too much armor because they weren't going to fight. They said 40 people and 1,000 camels. It's easy to get them. So they did not have a apparatus for the for the war. If you look at this between the Syrian desert, which is Sham, and Mecca, that is where the Badr is located, near the Medina. So this, as Prophet Muhammad, actually if you guys remember, from the Prophet Adam to Salman time, everybody prayed toward the Mecca. The Qibla was Mecca. But after Salman, through the Jesus and all the prophets, everybody prayed toward the Masjid AlZahra, that's it today. As you see that the Jesus, the Muhammad, and everybody was praying toward the Medina. 3 weeks before this battle, the Qibla changed. As you see in here, that on 6/24, the people, they will turn back again toward the Mecca, and it still continues that everybody prays toward the Mecca. This is the Masjid, inshallah, those people, they went, they know it. And if you haven't gone, inshallah, then you all go. And that is the place they call it Zu Qiblatain. There's two, if you go to that masjid, there's two Qibla on both sides. One is this way, one is this way. Of course, now people, they pray toward the Mecca. This is the picture of the Saudi Arabia. As you see, there was a bunch of tribes. A lot of people, they live in the groups and the tent and tribe, they were there, and there was more loyalty to the tribe than anything else. And when Islam came, Islam was the first religion that what it did was that came and got rid of the nationalism, tribal, so forth, become everybody together because of the belief, because of the religion. And so in Muslim, there were people from all different tribes were in there. So there was when they start moving toward the caravan, and there is many, as someone asked me that they rather learn Quran, but I will tell you that many ayah directly related to this battle, or any other battle. All of Quran is related to Prophet's life. Actually, if you want to learn Quran, look at the Prophet Muhammad's behavior, or vice versa. So there's many ayah came, and now we see here that the caravan is coming down. As we look in here, the yellow dot, the Abu Sufyan with 1,000 camel coming down to go toward the Mecca. And the minute they found the Prophet Muhammad is coming here, he changed his roadway, and he asked one of the Bedouin that how can you find a way to get us from the corner road and so forth, get us to Mecca before Prophet Muhammad could intercept us. So what they did was they took the road by the ocean, by the sea, and they went toward the Mecca. At the same time, they sent the missionary to the Mecca that Muhammad is coming to raid it, and all the Meccan got together and gathered all the soldiers, all the big fighters to go take care of the Prophet Muhammad. Anyway, they got to the Mecca, as you see, and what happened was on the way back, they sent a bunch of soldiers to go fight with Prophet. And they come to the point, they come to the Badr. Actually, Badr was a bunch of wells, a lot of spring of water there, and one of the Sahaba suggested that let's get in front of this well so they don't get to the water when they come here. And some narration says that they filled up a bunch of those wells so they don't get to the water. And they stayed right there. Now, here it is, Prophet Muhammad is only with 313 people, some old, some young. And they are not have armor because they didn't come for a war, they come here to raid the caravan. But here they come almost some people they say 1,000 people, some people they say 1,400 people. The fighters, the top fighters from the Mecca, they start marching toward the Badr to fight with Prophet. On the Badr they reached and they start a fight. And what happened is, in this situation, as the people that come in, Prophet did a prayer, says, God, if we get destroyed, if our people they get killed, and no one is going to mention your name anymore, so please help us to make us to be successful. And there's a narration, they said 3,000 angels joined the Prophet's group, and they weren't like by themselves. And again, if you think about it, 300 people in front of the 1,400 fighters, that is going to be a big challenge for everybody. I guess I need to stop here. I only have 15 minutes because I don't want to bore you guys to death. So inshallah, we'll continue at this point tomorrow. Bar Muhammad wa ala Muhammad sallallahu.